Okay. Epic music in the background, right? So I'm gonna turn it down to Tidge. Maybe not that much of a Tidge. So, hi, we're back with more of Marvel's Midnight Suns, which on the title screen says Marvel Midnight Suns. Tactical RPG with spooky magic in the comic books, I guess. We are playing a unique character called the Hunter, who apparently was assigned that name at birth. And our mother, Lilith, mother of demons, has been reawakened, and we gotta deal with it, apparently, because no one else can. But at least now we got superheroes on our side. Yeah, we beat up a bunch of Hydra agents. They're getting dosed with demon gamma radiation. Venom's turned into a weird demon venom. Spider-Man's taking him for walkies around New York right now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this loading screen. Oh boy. Did it freeze? Oh, there we go. So this is our hunter. We went with, I'm pretty sure, the default look. We had messed with it a little bit. They're great. We were getting ready to do another
It's been
mission.
a long time since I've been involved in any major undertakings like this.
But
Maybe
first I was
too long.
gonna like run around and see if there were any more mushrooms or wolf's bane or anything like that to pick and put in my pockets. Because apparently I need that stuff. For something. What? I don't know. Ooh, there's some. And more. Look at that. See, this is why you gotta run around looking for free stuff. It could be just laying on the ground, waiting for you to scoop it up with your hands. I've also found like a whole bunch of paintings just out here, laying on the ground, in the rain. Alright. I'm not seeing any other stuff. Might as well get on with it. We now have to go on to a Faustian bargain.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
Alright, so apparently for this mission, we get to take the Hunter, Captain Marvel, and Blade. Why are you gritting your teeth like that? It's so weird. Oh, good. We get a slow walk.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you.
Very.
This area in particular?
Occasionally. Good for a late night snack.
Oh.
The falafel place down the road. Stays open till 3.
Oh, right, sure. Only maybe next time say it less vampire-y.
No. Blade did that on purpose.
One of these days, I'll join you on a mission, and you will see what I am really capable of.
Excited about this.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Not bad for a first team.
Almost feels like cheating with you two on our side.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now.
Rude. I love it.
Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
Why? We've just started the next mission. Welcome. We found a Hydra lab where they're combining gamma radiation and magic.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Rude. Alright, Why can we not perform this action? Very confused. Oh, because I have no heroic points. That's right. Okay. Let's get some heroic points.
Come get it.
Oops.
I'm still in my prime. I'm on it. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
Ready up.
Sure.
Take this.
Hi. Brilliant.
I think you got him.
Interesting.
We don't need to heal, so let's redraw.
Get some.
Not bad.
Still don't need to heal, so let's get another redraw. Darn. $50 shot that I dropped this guy down a hole, I guess? I was hoping that I would. Yeah, I guess I do this.
Your time has come.
There, take out 2 guys with it.
Hell
Okay, turn over.
I heard command.
Lilith would be embarrassed by your weakness.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
You have earned this.
Maybe you should teach me that one. Here it comes.
I am impressed.
Darn.
I'll put this to good use.
Delivering service.
More warm bodies on the way.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
I feel stronger already. You were too weak for this fight.
Go, now, quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Watch out!
That seems bad.
Get her!
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Got him scared. Just need to finish this.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Like this. I'm not sure if it's ethical for people like us to beat up chumps like you.
cannot possibly match your strength.
What's the doohickey?
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Let's do this.
How many times is that?
Got a little woozy.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you, there is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
About time.
Oh. I screwed that up.
Give the mother my regards in hell.
Hold the light's gift. The advantage is mine. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous.
Rude. Okay. Alright, this one's a vault. Got it.
Never mind.
Did you step back into the... Damn it, Blade!
Your fate is sealed.
You guys, at least.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Position compromised. We're all gonna get.
That's not supposed to hurt.
You're not serious, right?
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
No mercy, servants of Halo. Was that truly your best?
Don't.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Who's next?
How
Even
did
the
that...
best can get better.
I'm annoyed that didn't kill that guy.
The enemy has the upper hand.
That's not right.
I was born for this.
It will all be over soon.
You seriously got stunned
These
again?
delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. Pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Why do you have his old pants?
We've done it!
You don't think they're breathing?
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate, full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
Hey, we won! Ho 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 ho.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
kid? You do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the 4th quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
Oh my god,
You know
they're
what they
playing
say.
Monopoly.
All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
No! Demonic taking over the world!
I should rest. Another time.
Is everyone here hot and sexy? Yes. Thank you for participating.
Let me see. How did this work again?
Daily Bugle repost bot. Yeah, we already read that one. Oh, wait, sorry. Messages. What are you there? By the way, this is Nico. In case nobody gave you the rundown on how the spark works, Blatant Captain Marvel just filled us in. Freaky stuff, especially Faustus, and then they all just left me here alone. You should come hang out. Huh? My only option is to go to sleep.
What is this?
Alright, here we go. Let's make sure we actually respond. Ah! Why?
Come on, Hunter. I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll wait. Yeah, I should save that one for Hydra. Ugh, you're as stubborn as Blade. Just because you immortals have all the time in the world doesn't mean the rest of us do.
Spider-Man is still running from Venom.
Open the door already. Come on, Hunter. I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me.
Am I allowed to go to sleep now?
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll...
Oh, room upgrades. Yeah, uh-huh.
Should
mhm.
save that one for Hydra.
Plush dog bed.
You're as stubborn as Blade. Just because you immortals have all the time in the world doesn't mean the rest of us do.
Okay, well, obviously the most important thing is a plush dog bed.
Open the door already.
Alright, a cozy armchair. No. Everybody knows that what we need is 2 seats.
Come on, Hunter. I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me.
I'm literally using magic to summon furniture from the ether.
Come on, Hunter. I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll wait. Yeah,
I don't have the rug yet.
Hydra.
Well, that rug, yes. Fine. You're rude. I told you I was going to bed.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Correction. You're one of mine.
No, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
Hey, look, now we can have Nico. Sisterhood. That's funny. Whoa, why are you... That wasn't what I wanted. Yeah, the Shadow Witch is kind of cool. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. Fun. All right. You want me to go that way, so nope. Nico's room. Strange's room. Oh, right.
Intriguing.
Strange glyphs. In an order. You know what that means. it's probably important. So, Blade's over here, so I guess they're not just putting all the magic people on one side. And it's not boys, girls. Run away from the social interaction! You can't make me socialize against my will!
Ah, I see.
I do think it's hilarious that it's like, oh yes, we have a demonic monster running loose in New York, and well, but what if we were to watch a movie tonight? I wonder when the reagents respawn, or if they respawn, or what. Boo. Is there anybody back here working on this car yet? Fine. Guess let's go see Blade first. Going the right way? Nope, took a wrong turn. This way.
Faustus could be an honorary vampire after that's done. They don't have any loyalty to their friends either. Nico's got something planned for you.
Damn.
Nico's got a rite of initiation waiting for you in the common room.
Lounging by the pool. Why are we doing this?
I needed that.
Did you? Water rod. We can lounge in the hot tub too. Fine.
I'm kind of getting the impression Doctor Strange is a little bit of a hoarder. I mean, just because it's magical junk doesn't mean it's not junk. You know what they call an artifact that only works in a pocket dimension once every 10,000 years? I don't know either, because I don't hoard junk.
Yeah, okay. Aha! Stuff on the ground. Random things to find. I knew there'd be random shit to pick up.
Curious.
Fine. Sure, let me do. Charlie!
Hey, Charlie Warly puppy face.
So Dr. Faustus tried to drop a warehouse on you? Ugh, that guy is so lame. Talk about a prototypical follow-up. Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites.
Alright. I guess we're watching a movie.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your birth mom. You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about her crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide.
And a Western
So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor.
You are not
Can we do it
watching
again?
this.
So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out two very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
Rough.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. Lilith is no less aggressive now than she was 300 years ago. If anything, she's become even more brazen with age. Hopefully, it's just desperation on her part. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
To stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... she's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
The loss could not have been easy for you.
Thank you for that, but it's not just my loss. It's all of ours. And what makes this loss even harder to accept is that it was completely avoidable. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Ooh. Oh, do we want to be a good person, or a bad person, or a meh person? We're gonna be a meh person. Oh, I'm entirely making that determination by the iconography. So you simply gave up on her, but it's got the white sunburst. Or you made the right choice, but it's got the eclipse. So clearly, one of these is good and one of them is bad. Oh yeah, I don't envy you your position on that one. That's a tough call. It's like, you didn't simply give up on her though. You sent her to study under the Sorcerer Supreme. That's a good call. You made the right choice. Seems good, but it's hurt the people that you're with. And it sent someone away who maybe could have used the camaraderie.
I do not envy you. That must have been a difficult decision.
It's my job to make tough calls. I'm not popular for it, I know. But strong leadership requires risking being unliked. Wanda, Agatha. It seems we have lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Memorial, memorial. Okay, the hunter can follow the path of light or dark through choices they make in the Abbey and the abilities they use in combat. Powerful rewards can be unlocked as the hunter moves down either path. Question. I hate these things. I hate them. I hate them in video games. The question I have is, if we just stay balanced, do we unlock anything? Or do we have to go completely down the Paragon or Renegade pathway? I mean the light or dark pathway. I mean the good or evil pathway. I mean... That's great. Meh, 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 meh for the win. Yeah, but does meh get me really cool combat abilities? Alright. Charlie, lead the way to Agatha's shrine. Whee! It's right over here. I can tell because it's got a glowy thing on it. Hi, Agatha.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Okay, hang on. We're looking up the thing here. Okay, so here's how that works, apparently. Having looked it up. And I hate when games do that. So what it matters is that our abilities are either light or dark, right? So like, haha, the whip is a dark ability, I guess. The thing that it actually does is get you different costume options and different ultimates. And the dark is, do you want to be able to solo everything even if the rest of the team dies? And the light is, you're a team player. And then the only thing it really affects with the relationships is that light makes it easier to be friends with the Avengers, and dark makes it easier to be friends with the Midnight Suns. But apparently, there is I guess the cards I have don't have an alignment. But, yeah, you just... play the game, basically. Oh, hang on. Gotta put the
You
dog.
have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Alright. Touch the blood seal.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
Enter the portal. Sure. Fight an elder god, you say?
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge?
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
Yes!
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
I pull my power from dog.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
You were too weak for this fight. I am impressed. Leave some for the rest of us.
No.
possibly match your strength. Your mother abandons you. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Now that was something. Feel my call.
Aww. I feel like the game just tricked me there. Oh. You can't kick it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Fine.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Walk in the light. This shall be of great help.
Charlie's a good dog.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
The strange enforcers. Met is an alignment option with bonuses. It's just less than light or dark. Sure. How do I get out? Don't ask questions. Moon seal.
tributary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
She believes in her purpose.
Well, I mean, apparently I can get more powerful just by petting my dog. So...
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
What you doing, Charlie?
Being such a good girl.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Oh, Strange.
What's up, Hunter? Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Huh.
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
Gimme, gimme.
Hunter.
Shepherd, 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 Shepherd. Hello, glowing orb.
Ah, I see.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Whatever artifact is inside, if Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Oh, look, we get to make decisions again, everyone.
Do you think this will be enough to give us an edge?
Meh, meh, meh.
I hope so. Whatever it is, it's quite powerful.
Meh, 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 meh,
I'm relying on my instincts here, but truly that's all I have to rely on until I can find a way to access the Sanctum's archives again.
That seems a bit risky.
Right now, with the Sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite. You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway.
Study.
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. This is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Okay. Hold on. You're telling me that in order to be allowed to summon my dog,
certainly not useless,
I have to go down one of the pathways that is not met. Damn it! This is the stuff I hate. This is why I don't like binary systems in video games, because they always implement them like this and it always sucks. I want the dog. How do I get the dog? You'd stop playing. Okay, are you expecting me to rage quit then?
You know, I really could do just as well without loitering back there.
How else am I going to steal your secrets if I can't see what you're up to?
I doubt you'd find anything suitable among my secrets anyway.
Whoa, wait a minute, Can it be? Did you just make a suit joke?
I didn't hurt its feelings, did I?
2 in a row. This is a major breakthrough for you. I'm so proud I could be here for this moment.
I'm glad you're amused.
I don't really want single-use combat items. I want more options when leveling up.
An intriguing possibility.
Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. Take a look. You're welcome, Hunter.
Hey, counter ability finally.
I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
You should. I don't know. I guess these are rarer cards. I don't know. Do we want to upgrade Blade or do we want to upgrade Captain Marvel? Sorry, I already picked Captain Marvel.
The research is progressing. Good day, Hunter.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
Yeah, just, sure.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
So I have to go 300 points down the light track to get Charlie. And all of the Charlie that I can get. Oh, I see. So, if I go 20 points down the dark path, I can get 1 at the end of this whole Words of Power quest line. So you have to go 200 points to get 2 cards. I am still feeling meh about this. Apparently there's costume options, though. Tell you what, I'm gonna take a break because they've been going for an hour and a half. If I have the 2 cards, I can use 1 to upgrade to make it better. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm assuming that it's a meter as well, like, or it's a balance, not a dual meter. I don't have a light and dark that I can fill both up. It's, if I fill up light, I lose dark. And vice versa, I assume. Anyway, I'll let you keep doing that research. I'm going to take a break. Back in a few. Alright. I've been receiving the deets. Here's how this works. Light side, the ultimate power we get, is the ability to summon Charlie not here, like on normal missions. And the more Charlie likes us, the more damage she does. Apparently. And if we go all light side, we get like a suit of armor with a cape. If we go all, Midnight Sun. If we go all Eclipse, we get like demony looking armor that drips green ichor, and we get the Annihilation ability, which allows us to do like a whole ton of damage. If we stay on the neutral, we don't get a special suit of armor, but we do get an ultimate which does like mass AoE damage and knockback. And I'm just like, come on. And of course, it's a balance beam, not meters. So I'm not filling multiple meters and taking the difference or anything. Or I am, I guess, but I'm taking the difference. So in order to get enough points, I have to basically focus fire. And I love the dog, so I think we're gonna push for light side. Midnight Sun, which I find it hilarious that also the Eclipse answers tend to make the Midnight Sun's crew like you better, except for Blade. And the Midnight Sun answers make the Avengers like you better.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blade to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest.
Ready to work? Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong. See you around.
The time for punishment is here.
Every day, the hunter can choose a new partner to spar with, resulting in increased friendship and unique rewards.
Maybe you should be the
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble, apocalypse prophecies, the Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
That bomb was clearly meant for me. I am in her debt.
Yeah, but I don't think she sees it that way. She just saves people. Amazing. Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
Do you have a crush?
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever.
You know what a car is, but you don't know what a rodeo is?
Yeah. Well, now that that's settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something. And maybe we should keep this chat to ourselves for now.
So there'll be specific cards demons that will push me one way or the other, you're saying. Okay, I see it, though. Like, they have the symbol on the bottom. So heals will get me that, so I should get rid of the whips. Okay. Okay, good to know.
Hey.
Alright, I am out here. Sorry, hold on. Wait. I missed the fact that Charlie was here. Charlie!
Hello, my sweet girl. I will see if I can find you a treat later.
It does force my hand, but that's okay. Like, I do often just sort of windmill slam one or the other, and it tends to be the one that's not, hey, would you like to burn down an orphanage today?
Huh? Looks like the new suit checks out. That's a mean left hook you got, too. Think I swallowed a little brimstone on that one.
Can I help you?
Yeah, what are you doing on your phone? Mysterious green pillars of light in Alabama sent thousands to the hospital with retinal damage. Northwind Observatory spokesperson Pedreg E. Coors stated, though similar to an aurora, observation through our gamma scope suggests an altogether different kind of phenomenon. Sounds like the Lilith kind. Dude, it says they were stuck there for hours, just frozen in place. Couldn't blink, couldn't move. How the hell does that happen? If my estimations are correct, those green pillars are a natural reaction to a localized shift of mystical power. I suspect those who froze in place are more attuned to it than others. Like moths to a flame. Did you pass that on to the Northwind Observatory? I am no longer allowed to contact them. Go on. Also, how do I make a frog drinks tea icon? They denied multiple requests to scour the heavens for any bubbling over from the dark dimension, declared them frivolous. The Sorcerer Supreme. Frivolous. I think not.
I'm here if you need me. No demons to report here, boss.
There's more to this workspace than meets the eye, Hunter. These flames.
Alright, moving on. Does the orphanage deserve it? Deserve what? Sorry, I missed something. What did I miss?
Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks,
oh, right,
the mirror
no.
table was guiding our hand reliably for centuries before the advent of computers.
The burning down of orphanages, right.
Hey, Hunter.
So, yeah, no. It's basically never a good idea to burn down an orphanage. Now, it might be a good idea to relocate from the corporeal realm people operating an orphanage evilly, but usually the children aren't to blame for that, and they still need a place to live.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
What?
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York. Or anywhere, for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Okay, hey, let's... So many people to talk to. So little time. I don't want to lounge, I just want to run over here and talk to Robbie.
What's good?
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. Usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
On the prowl?
Oh, I just needed to ask literally anyone? Or Robbie just knew the answer?
Why, hello, Hunter.
No, I would like to talk to Ileana, please.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny. You sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Oh yeah, no, that did not go well. We have no friendship points with magic. But conveniently, we don't have any negative friendship points with her either, so... Oh, you would like to see some costumes? Yes, of course. One sec. Death Knight. Spirit of Vengeance. New Mutants. Phoenix 5.
Fine, speak.
Being rude to me. As if I'm not trying to, you know, save the world or nothing.
Hey there. I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
So I only get 2 characters on this one? Oh, I see. I get to choose my 3rd character. And I get a bonus if I bring Ghost Rider. Alright, fine.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to... So what is stopping you? Shockwave will shatter most of the glass in my approach panel.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
Disable the helicopter.
By her command.
Looks like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Ah, heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
It is all coming back to me.
Take this.
Bong.
I've got you. They still haven't changed their minds.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, that was cool.
some for the rest of us.
Oh, it costs 2 to do that. Alright, I guess we're done here.
We will not fail. This changes nothing.
Next time I won't. That's getting old.
They haven't had enough yet.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Hello, Raiders. Oh boy. Phoenix Zero with a bunch of Raiders. Thank you. How you doing? Welcome. We're still pretty early in the game. Let's see. What is going to be the best way for me to deal with this problem? I would like for you to go in the hole.
Hell.
Enjoy going to hell. I can't get through with that character. You can't do anything. Can you hit? No. Alright. Well, out of card plays. Ow! Stop hitting me. I need a heal. I really need a heal. I also need to hit this helicopter.
Looks like they want to try a few more.
Hydra embraces what...
The helicopter is back in action. Finish it off while we have the chance.
Uh-huh, yeah, I need to heal.
Walk in the light.
I owe you one.
Doesn't do damage. it does do 5 damage. Oh, I see. I just had selected it.
At least monsters are wild and unpredictable. These Rent-A-Mercs have no gumption.
Ah, go binary. Sure.
Think I can punch through a moon now?
Yes. Yes, I do. That's fine. I just need to punch the helicopter. Hit one of them. Also only hit one of them. Come on. There
Your
we go.
fate is sealed.
And turn. Haha! Oh man, I just shot him in the face. And then me in the face. And then the Electro Stun Club.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Weak, even for Hydra.
do that, and then... Let's see. This.
You are lucky to still be breathing. The light will carry you onward.
You have my thanks.
And then, that's not going to kill the helicopter. But you know what is? Hitting it with a car.
Vengeance has come.
Wow.
That should keep them grounded. Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers will never allow you.
Oh, shut up already. Take them down.
I really just want to, like... Oh, I guess I need to move over here first. And then I can do this.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend.
The fact that you guys are hanging banners off of various
Well, at least we don't have to listen
seaport
to you any
infrastructure
longer
is
today.
ridiculous.
I consider that alone a victory.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Is it time? Sabretooth?
Count on it.
Was that Sabretooth? Or was it Craven? Sabretooth for sure. Makes sense. Although having more Spider-Man villains around would also be funny. Poor Spidey. Where's Spidey and where's Venom? He's been running from that demonized Venom for who knows how long. Like, at least 3 days now, right? Spidey was murdered, no one cares. Ah. Alright,
Why, hello, Hunter.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky, trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You are trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the transdimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo. But I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
We should inform the others of any potential danger.
Warn them of what? One of Magic's airy-fairy gut feelings? The Avengers are already unsure of us. I do not need to add to that. Best not say anything until I am better able to articulate it. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of
teenagers!
While I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
I am not being mean to her! Oh my gosh! I am not being mean to Magic. I am attempting to treat her like an adult. and she is instead behaving as a whiny teenager. That is not my fault. I was being mean to her earlier. No, she was being obstinate earlier and preventing us from doing what she wants us to do. Why? Why did you do this to me, game? You think that she should run away from me. Well, she'd probably do better on her own without any help, right? Yeah, clearly. We can hang out now to grow a friendship with a hero of our choice. Oh, look at them all. Can't hang out with the caretaker. Can't hang out with Nico. Can't hang out with Doctor Strange. No bonus for hanging out with the most important team member. Oh, I can't even pet you right now? There we go. Jeez.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Can't do anything because everybody's in here.
Hunter.
All right, you're reading a book. You're reading a book. You're playing on your phone. You're playing on your phone. You're reading a book. You're just sitting here. Like you're
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
You're the only one not doing anything. Like, what are you doing,
Nothing
caretaker?
like
You're
taking
just
in the
staring
New
at
York
everybody.
skyline after driving Hydra back into hiding.
Oh, color dots. Got to pick up our color dots. Any more? Who does Hunter like most? Let's take a look at the menu and see where the game currently thinks our heart lies. Let's see. 16 out of 15 with Blade. Or 6 out of 15 with Blade. 7 out of 15 with Captain Marvel. 5 out of 15 with Strange. 5 out of 15 with Ghost Rider. 2 out of 15 with Iron Man. 0 out of 15 with Magic. And 8 out of 15 with Nico. So currently Nico's our best friend. But we can't hang out with Nico tonight, even though she doesn't appear to be doing anything. Good night, Phoenix. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the raid. Sleep well. Let's see. It's Monday night, right? I'll be streaming this again tomorrow night, so I don't know how much longer I'm going. Well, maybe like another half hour, 45 minutes. I mean, who do I like for my hunter? Oh, are we saying how much are we pushing this here? Because I think being interested in the Dampier vampire hunter is hilarious and great. I'm half demon, he's half vampire. It's like, it's kismet. But he's into Carol, right? And, like, how do you compete with Carol? So, like, I can't pursue Carol in a romantic way. I don't even know if the game is actually romance options. For all I know, they are literally just friendship options. I suppose if Blade wasn't interested in a relationship with the Hunter, I could at least wingman Blade into asking Captain Marvel out on a date. And either one of those options is appealing to me, honestly. So, like, we'll try. If it's not meant to be, we're wingmanning this. Oh my god. How, Which one do we think Blade likes to do? Like...
Yo, I'm just glad we didn't get pulled over. The hell ride isn't exactly street legal.
Do they have different options? No. So they're all the same options. What do we think Blade likes to do with his spare time? Did he talk about video games? I'm gonna break this controller. I have no idea how this is done.
I should be training.
You need to go?
No, I'm just not the kind of person who takes a lot of breaks.
Oh, this is a tough one. I don't know what they're playing, but it looks hilarious. Neither do I. Resting makes you weak. Yeah, the lounge in a high back chair is pretty great. Oh god, I think my grandma had those chairs. Well, you have to take breaks.
If you never rest, you will never recover.
Yeah, I know. Muscles don't get thicker if you work them every day. But if I'm not training, I'll lose my edge.
A guy named Blade is worried about losing his edge.
Shut up. And you're the third person to tell me that, so don't look so impressed. Didn't expect to have that much fun.
All right. And now we need to go to the library. The library.
Why, hello, Hunter.
Hi, don't mind me. I'm not...
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet, but I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
What just happened?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up. She didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place.
Oh boy.
Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. 1 second. What's this? My appreciation and adoration for Agatha has left me vulnerable to feelings I have not known for centuries. I want her by my side, and I wish for her to join me for what we will be facing in the coming years. Though I admit that it may be selfish of me to share these risks, I find myself in the very position I once criticized and judged Lilith for, and it brings me shame. As blood descendants, we were not meant to bring children into this world, or love another as she did, as I love Agatha. Was I wrong to judge Lilith so harshly, or am I wrong now? It is hard to face. I have found myself wanting to be with Agatha just as Lilith felt with Gregor and their child, to have a family, to love and be loved by another. Agatha Heimdall has aided me in the transfer of Loki's confiscated cauldron. It will be delivered to the location you marked in your letter, the same letter that found its way to Asgard and directly into Odin's hand. Your request caused a great deal of excitement, prompting Odin to appoint me to the newly formed position of Asgardian warrior clerk to arrange the transfer. Wait. Is this gay? What? No. They were just roommates. Where did you get that? Anyway, I cannot think of a better way to utilize my abilities than to act as your delivery girl. Yep. Valkyrie seems mad. They were Abbey mates. To those true students of mystical fauna, the commonly repeated lore that a familiar is in any way subservient to their witches is frustrating as it is incorrect. The relationship between a witch and their familiar is more akin to a partnership, and indeed, many times the familiar is the more powerful of the two. The most common form that a familiar takes is that of a black house cat, and if a familiar allows itself to be found by anyone other than their witch, that can be a great boon indeed. Remember always to show great respect to the familiar when found, however. Their wills are often as capricious as the cats from which they take their outward appearance. Cauldron. What's in this book? The Blood Dynasty has stood watch for eons. With each generation, our blades have run red with the blood of the fallen as we seek to bring about order. Only the 9 lords of the Ether Dark stand to challenge the will of the Blood family, and they will never relent. Oh, mystery box. Inspect. I cannot afford to remove this painting. Alright. I have to restore what I've taken from the altar. The damage I've done can only be reversed when all the elemental rods have been returned.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
More books. The Wild Hunt. Though the occurrence of the phenomena is widely overreported, there are still well-documented cases of the Wild Hunt occurring in modern times if one wishes to hear the hounds of Anwen. As they course overhead, areas of historic suffering are always an excellent place to start. And as to look upon them is to look upon death itself, best to wait until Selenian illumination is at its lowest point. My research has led me to believe that the Blood have existed for ages, seeking to eliminate the spawn of Chthon and any other malevolent manifestations they deem to be a threat. I will continue to dig deeper into their rather murky history. There is much to explore here in Old Salem.
That is something.
We've read that one, we've read that one, we've read that one.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. We've read that one. Any on this side that we can read? No? Any on the table? Any in this bookcase? Nope. Alright. Thank you, game. Hey, Charlie. This way, and then up here. We're going through this door.
The Goddess of Order approves.
What's in this box? Can't open it. Mushrooms. Stuff. Things.
Oster smiles upon me.
Uh-huh. Where are we? Sure. And up here is... New haven discovered, the Peaceful Trail. A special daytime hangout. Oh, man. A hero can only attend a single haven over the course of the game. Each haven can only be used once. Whoop. Hello. Am I supposed to be doing something? So much just random trash to find laying around. Stuff in our pockets. Tarot card. Death. Death stands before the black vortex, surrounded by the prized infinity stones, tempting us with possibility. This card represents transformation, entering a new phase of one's life. Sure. I don't think I have that word of power yet. Tarot card. What's this one? Wheel of Fortune. I have to click a button. Domino knows the way in which the wheel will turn and shows the answer in the playing card she displays. This card represents luck and good fortune along with opportunity in the future. Yep, Domino. Haha. Justice. She-Hulk proudly holds the scales of justice in one hand and her briefcase in the other, ready to face the courtroom. This card represents justice and fairness and righting the wrongs of the world. Sure. Alright, Agatha.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Ugh. Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
2 of them are in your pockets.
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
Keys?
An arcane key.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it?
Oh my god.
I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Oh, Agatha. Oh, the water rod, maybe? There you go.
Old magic still holds. Perhaps I should try this somewhere else. What was Wanda up to here?
Look for arcane chests in the abbey grounds and unlock them with arcane keys. Woo. Yep, mushrooms. And hemlock. Wolfsbane. Exploring the Abbey grounds from this point on is optional. It can be done at any time without regard to the main story. When you get ready, return to your quarters and go to sleep each night till the start the next day. Okay, so we've hit the point, alright, where we start going, alright, well, how much exploring are we actually going to do while on stream? And how much am I going to say, hey, I'm just running around collecting all of my reagents for the day? Know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Rebuild this, I imagine. No, we haven't, as far as I know, triggered anything that needs the reagents. We've triggered stuff that needs, like, the glowy orbs that we find. That's how we combine the power cards together when we have multiples. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I see you, mushroom, trying to hide from me. Faded journal page. My favorite days are those with Agatha. She even talks more than Sarah sometimes, but it doesn't feel like a drawling lecture. She's always smiling and her face lights up when she tells me about all the plants, trees, and mushrooms that we come across. I never thought I would find myself excited to share the healing properties of moonflowers or dryad saddles. Agatha tells me that one day knowing these things will come in handy, but for now, it's just fun to learn. And this one? I've said I'm sorry so many times today. I might as well say it here, too. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened out there. Agatha and I train her altar all the time. Something was different. Somehow this time I lost control. Agatha could have been hurt, and it would have been my fault. Damn, I need to figure this stuff out. Caretaker isn't looking at me the same. Agatha makes it look so easy, and I just make everything harder. We'll find a way to draw the elemental energy back to the altar, and we'll try again. We always do. P.S. Somehow I broke the cauldron too. I wasn't even in the library today. Uh-huh. Yeah, huh? Nope.
Must not be her purview. This looks like a fairy ring.
So if I were to sit here and hit open, no?
The gods are fickle.
Can't crack that. Oop. The Hermit. Namor wields his trident with power, but remains tranquil in his strength below water. This card represents solitude and finding the answers sought from within one's own self. The air rod.
An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar.
Okay, well, we can't punch this one down. So, I guess we go back this way. Hermit. Alone.
This does not work. to go.
Whee! Alright, we went through there. We went through here, but we can't get over to there. It's rude that they call our tomb Hunter's Folly. Just rude, really. Yep. Run around looking for more doors we can open, I guess. You look like a door. Pay respects.
The grave of Jeremiah Cain, another host of the spirit of vengeance. I wonder if he was as conflicted as Robbie is about being a ghost rider.
I've just remembered. I know where another door is. Like architecturally a folly? Alright, wait, hold on. I'm a little turned around, I think. Is it this way? What's this? New haven discovered. The Lazy Valley. I think I need to stick on this pathway to get where I'm trying to go. Yes. Haha! Hello, door.
Noble Ushtur guides my hand.
An arcane key. Okay. That's it? Man! The eerie ruins. Cracked wall. can't get through that wall. I guess I could go around to the Blood Gate. I mean, I did have Robbie drive that car into the side of a helicopter. I guess he more surfed that car into the side of a helicopter. You know, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to pray there. What's in the box? That's not that exciting. Look at all those mushrooms over there, just waiting for me to come get them. So unfair. As if I haven't shown a propensity for leaping over things already. Oop. Oyster mushroom. Haha! Another door.
She believes in our purpose.
This is a... Oh boy. There's a lot to this place that you guys are not exploring. Alright, can't go through that way. Another one of those places. What's up here? Oh, another door to open.
Osh smiles upon me.
Woo! I get one more cosmetic reward from arcane chests now. Which mark?
This is which sign?
The people of Salem line up outside, drooling at the chance to be part of this congregation. I cannot be more pleased with how many seek out the truth within these walls. With the guidance of Cthon, the power within this page, I will set them free. I am the one that has been chosen. I praise Cthon for granting me this blessing and this power. Yet, where there is light, there are those who oppose it. Covered of witches stalks around us, deceiving my flock and sowing the seeds of distrust. They will be stopped. Where am I? What am I doing? Alright, let's follow this pathway for a while. Oh look, it's another busted bridge. Can't go that way. But looks like there's another grave here to pay respects at. Press Y to pay respects.
The Great Seer, known as Endra Moore, is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line. But she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns.
Ooh. Another blood door.
I need to find the next moon seal.
Oh. Oh, I thought I did that and then I found the next moon seal. But I guess that's not what I do. The moist oaks. So the swamp? Ye old bog. Whoa. What's down here? Arcane cooking for the gifted amateur. Maybe I finally have something to spend my... Oop. A rare chest. Hello. The High Priestess, Jean Grey, stands powerfully and summons flames from her palms, holding her stance and waiting for the next move. This card represents instinct and wisdom with a hint of mystery.
The Standing Stones. There is powerful magic at work here.
I don't have the thing for it, I guess.
My old fort. Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I wonder what she was really afraid of. I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became.
Rough. Chicken. pot? What pot? Oh. Illustrated mycology. Thank you. And there's a journal page. Oh, man. Sometimes I wake, still caught up in my dreams. I am running but seemingly going nowhere. The dream seems to go on and on. It is dark and freezing, and I am trying to hide, make myself as small as possible to not be seen or heard. Sometimes there are strange voices screaming from far away, and I'm on my feet again, running. I'm never fast enough. It feels like these dreams are distant memories, or maybe something yet to come. But when I shake away the sleep, I'm safe and warm. Agatha and Sarah are here. Everything feels okay. Thank you. I absolutely missed those. I probably would have found them when I came back later, but who knows how long that would have been. We only have so much time before Lilith's shadow falls upon this ground. Until then, I must continue to train. I must continue to become who I am destined to be. I am the hunter. I will hunt. Oof. It's a hell of a thing you asked your niece to do there, Sarah. No. Not yet, anyway. I believe that I will be, like, jumping across these or using magic to rebuild them or something at some point. It's just not now. Okay.
I need to find the next moon seal.
So I got into here. I didn't finish exploring Dreamer's Descent, though, so I guess I go there? When I first came here to work with Agatha, I used to sit in the shadows of the standing stones and meditate. There was a peacefulness here. Maybe it helped me feel a connection to Transia somehow, I don't know. Agatha tells me this is a place that the blood would reach out to the elder gods themselves for guidance. Maybe they can guide me too. Ooh, that seems like a bad idea, Wanda. Unknown grave.
I was always drawn to this place as a child. but somehow I had almost forgotten about it. What is this? Fascinating.
So, this is your dad's grave? I don't know. Witch sign.
Perhaps a witch from the Salem Coven made this.
Today, with the help of my loyal followers, I continued to work on the foundation of this house of worship. I knew I was called here to this spot for a reason, and praise be, I have found that reason. This page I have unearthed is no ordinary parchment. It whispers to me, calling me to extend my influence and share these words with the people of the village. When he calls, I will listen, for I am his faithful servant. The page whispers to me, and I weep with joy. It is the most clear example of his hand that I have ever witnessed. What's that? You thought you were talking to... a good god? Handmade hunter doll.
Was I ever really this innocent? Maybe before I started my training. Ah, I see. Curious.
Okay, but how do I put the entire family of stuff down?
This rubble looks loose. She does not see it happening.
Yeah, probably that. Hangout spot. The cheerful overlook. It's over the top of an unknown grave. What could be more cheerful? Oh, and it's right next to these other graves.
Intriguing.
Agatha always makes me laugh. My aunt is so serious, always. Sometimes I catch her smiling like a little girl, but only when she's with Agatha. With me, she's just serious. The way she looks at me sometimes, I don't think she knows that I see it, but I do. She's afraid. She's afraid I'm going to be just like my mother. Stop! Lilith is no longer the light that she once was. All that remains is darkness. Darkness that was the face of the woman I once called my mother. I am prepared to lay down my life, for many will perish if I do not act. Only one of us shall walk away from the storm that awaits. It will be me. I can feel it. There are only moments left.
Ah,
Wicker
I see.
construct.
That is something.
They stopped tending to this grave some time ago. I guess I'm the only one that comes out here these days, so I get it. It's so sad, though. It was hundreds of years ago, but I feel so much sorrow in this place. But a loss like that, a husband and a father, that doesn't just go away. Maybe that's why everything happened the way it did. Probably. Caretaker never did like the idea of being idolized in doll form.
Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods.
What's in the box? Can't just walk around freely. That would be ridiculous. Guess let's turn around and go this way. This way. Once again, a wall I can't break. Another wall I can't break. Okay. Well, I think I've explored everything. Can't break that wall. Last key. In the box. Color palettes and a rare combat bonus.
The Goddess of Order approves. It is one of the elemental rods.
Can I open the box?
The goddess must be busy.
Well, I wasn't expecting to find the earth rod in there, but I'm pleased I did. So I guess we can complete that quest. Yeah, exactly. Just climb right back in the box and have a good nap.
What is this? Intriguing.
We did so much exploring. So, does this blow up in our face, you figure?
There. Finished.
We have another moon seal.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started?
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open. But the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves.
It is! Good job.
I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it.
I won't.
Hunter, hello. Oh, here we go.
All right. Dang it. I should have saved my arcane. Agatha?
I see you found one of the elemental
I
rods.
found all of them.
If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more.
You have forgotten what we've already been doing.
I see you found another of our mystic landmarks. These are the Standing Stones. Your ancestors among the blood used them to converse with the Elder Gods.
How does that work?
Members of the blood would gather among the stones and enter a sort of meditative trance. They say the gods would hear their thoughts, but the blood never knew for sure who was listening on the other end. Some of the older texts refer to a series of glyphs etched on the stones, but at first glance they seem to have been scoured clean by time itself.
Could they still be revealed somehow?
You read my mind, Hunter. I suspect the glyphs are still here. They just need the right words of encouragement, if you catch my meaning.
Maybe.
Yes, dear?
You said something
in a
earlier
world full of
about
mysteries,
the blood
have they were an ancient race, said to be born of the Elder Gods. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often. And yet, here you are, one of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible. But even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she's not buried here?
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wondergore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to contend with an organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much, but I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls?
Reasonable.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, wait.
You got me there, dear.
What do you know about the moon seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves. I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person?
Just another benefit of being descended from the blood. Lucky you, dear.
Where did the words of power come from?
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well?
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
Cool. There's 5 of them. They are in a specific order. So whatever this is probably rewinds time or rebuilds stuff. And then I activate them in the order of the ones on the wall in the chapel. Seems likely. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to save. And call it a night. Because it's 11 p.m. But it does mean that we now can, be ready for tomorrow night when we go through yet another door. All that running around just to collect mushrooms. I mean, we did some other stuff, but did they mess up and the Scarlet Witch was made aware of Lilith and tipped off Hydra to resurrect her? Like, are they going to make Scarlet Witch the bad guy in this game? Because they do that to Wanda a lot. I hope not. But it's possible. Anyway, thanks to everybody for hanging out. For those of you that showed up with Phoenix from the raid, hi. Thanks for coming by. Tomorrow night we're going to do more combat stuff. So, move the game along some more. Alright, I'm going to bed because I have to go to work in the morning. Take it easy, y'all. Bye.